Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. So we had some audio issues in the last video. We just went live, so I deleted it, coming live again. And just want to talk through today because I've been speaking to a lot of people recently. Maybe you fit this criteria. Maybe you are in the process of leaving your job, or you've already left your job to start a one-person business doing either coaching or consulting. And as part of that journey, you've bought an online course, maybe something below $1,000, and you saw all the shiny testimonials, you eagerly tucked into the content, and it hasn't quite gotten you the results that you want. You haven't seen the movement in the business that you would like, whereas you see other people who seem to have had success from it, and maybe you're wondering why and what to do about it because you really, really want to grow this business. You want to have the freedom in your business, and you want to create that life and that impact that you believe you can, and quite frankly, you are capable of if you do the right things. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you 3 reasons why a lot of these courses don't help individuals that have transitioned from their job or are in the process of transitioning. And the first one is this. I speak to a lot of people. We've been doing this business up to almost 8 years, and some of the questions I see in my email and from my content are just recurring. So I'm just going to give you one example of this when it comes to LinkedIn. Something when I do an event, people are always like, Mark, how do I send a connect message that gets a response? What should I write in a connect message? What is the first message that I should write so that I get in front of the right people? Because the reason they're asking this question is they've done these courses and they've been in these courses, and these courses are like, you need to send a connect message. You need to have a good hook. You need to build a relationship. You need to think really carefully about what you write so people notice you and that you stand out. But do you know what the problem is with that question? What's the right connect message, or what's the right first message? It's the wrong question. You're thinking, Mark, what do I mean by that? A lot of people, when they do these courses, they don't know that they're watching the content, they're assimilating the content, and then into their mind comes a question. There's nothing wrong with that question. I just want to acknowledge that asking the question and viewing the content, you're doing the right thing. But more often than not, people are not progressing because they're not because they're not asking questions, they're asking the wrong question. That question is just more of the same as your competition. Whereas really the question you should be asking or could be asking at that stage is, how do I do a search and positioning that's congruent together so that I don't have to think about the connect message and the connect message takes care of itself? Just a very simple example of this. There's absolutely no need for any of you to do cold messaging for at least 6 months on LinkedIn. If you've had a previous job, if you've lived in a certain place or been to a certain college, you can just go to Sales Navigator. You can filter the search for your target market, people that went to the same college as you, and then the connect message takes care of itself. Hi, name. I see you went to Aston University. Me too. I was there in 1999. When were you there? Done. Problem solved. And you will get probably 80 to 90% acceptance on that. You'll get a load of conversations, and then you can transition, if you know what you're doing, to talking business. That's the multiplier question compared to how do I do the connect message. The second thing is this. So from personal experience, when I moved to Colombia, I didn't hang around with a good set of people. It was great. It was right for me in my life. It's part of my journey. But the people I was hanging around with weren't challenging me. They weren't expanding my thinking. I wasn't having lunch or interacting on a daily basis with people in this office who were a long way ahead of me. What do I mean by this? There's a guy called Andy Stickle who's become a really good friend. He's just actually moved out of Lakeland, which was a shame, but we still had 2.5 years of having lunch. And I went to him one day. I was so excited because my business is doing well. And we're having lunch down at the barbecue place. They do great brisket. And I was like, Andy, I just want to share, like, we're putting away 15 to 20 grand every month after expenses, after tax, solid into the account. I'm investing for my child's future. I'm investing my kid's future. I'm investing for my future. I feel relaxed. I feel distressed. And he looked at me, goes, is that all? and I can see he was genuine. He goes, with your skill set, you should be double that. We're more, you know, he was a long way ahead of me. Expanded my thinking. Same with Ian, who was based in this office around here. He had a business with hemorrhoid cream, right? That's right, hemorrhoid cream, doing 3 million a year. He'd come in, he'd go, "What's up, Mark? You're only doing this, you're only doing that." And both of them, from being around them and experiencing time with them, expanded my thinking. If you do a course, by default, you're watching a video and you're not interacting with the person that sold the course. And the information is only as good as the information and the level of awareness you have to look for the right points in the information. By actually interacting with the person that did the course, that made the course, and allowing them to push you and share your wins and gently move you on to the right questions and expand your thinking, that's where the success came from for me. Number 3, very simple one. This is a quick one. How can you possibly expect to invest 197 and never want to invest any more and not feel ready to invest anymore and expect a return of $200,000? Because that's basically, and I hope that comes across the right way. This is not anybody's fault. I don't mean to put the blame game on anybody, but if you've never invested up to $10,000 or $7,000 or $5,000 and you expect to be able to go on a call and ask somebody else for that, but you're not yet ready for that, you'll only invest in 197, 297 or whatever, how can you possibly expect that that person's going to feel congruent with you? Because here's something else that I've learned over the years. Your words are only a small percentage of what you are saying. The way your body language, your non-verbal communication, your energy, and if you're telling the truth and if your energy is congruent with what you're saying, are what people really hear. So I don't listen to words. I listen to energy. When I'm in, let me give you an example of this, and you'll know it. You'll know if you experienced it. And this will really hammer the point home. In the new LinkedIn video feed, you're in there, you go on a video, someone's saying all the right words, they're saying all the right things, but yet there's something deep down. You can't put your finger on it. You just don't know why. That tells you that there's something off and not right about this video. This person doesn't feel happy, or this person feels intense, or this person doesn't feel that they're telling the truth. And you don't know why. It's because you're feeling that subconsciously down. And how you feel when you see those videos are how the people that you're trying to sell to feel when you're selling to them, because you haven't yet done what they do. You haven't done what you're asking them to do. So I hope this is a really interesting video, and I hope it's got you thinking. And if it has got you thinking, do me a favor, put below, Mark, just saying which of the 3 points was your favorite, because I've decided I'm going to be doing a lot more of this live content, and I'm still going to be doing the LinkedIn tactics, the LinkedIn tips, the LinkedIn tricks. In fact, we've got videos scripted for YouTube, but they're just part of the journey. They're just one part of it. The other bits that are going to really multiply today are the content like in this video, and this video won't be as popular as the others, and some people won't get it. And let me tell you why they won't get it just before I finish. This is exactly why some of you might be watching this and going, yes, this is really good. The others might be, not interested in this. This is why. Over the summer, we went to Clearwater Beach before the hurricane hit. We're in the hotel with the kids, and Sam's just about to be 8. He's just turned 8 last week, so he was 7 3/4 when we did this, and he was ready to watch Back to the Future. And I love Back to the Future, so I wanted to watch Back to the Future with him and experience watching Back to the Future with him. And do you know what was really interesting? When I watched Back to the Future at the age of 43, which I am now, I noticed totally different things to when I watched it 5 years ago, to when I watched it 10 years ago, and to when I watched it for the very first time at my granddad's on a black and white TV. And conversely, Sam was laughing at different points and remembered different points to me. Why is that? Because you can only... The reason that you watch a movie 2 or 3 times and notice different things is because you notice things depending on where you are, what you're ready to experience, what your level of awareness is going to allow into your brain and filter in the brain depending on what you want to see. So does that make sense? Buddha says it, when the student's ready, the teacher arrives. And look, that sounds ridiculous. I'm not comparing myself to Buddha. No way. I'm just trying to illustrate the point that you're only going to experience the information depending on where you are, where you're at, the things you want to notice and the things you've been told that you should be noticing. When you interact with somebody, they shake you out of it and go, well, you're asking the wrong question. And when I do this video, some of you are going to be switching off, and that's fine. But you can only experience what you're ready to experience. And that's why some content creators, they do this content, you're like, that's ridiculous. Why are some people engaging with this? And others, oh, this is really good, I like it. I don't understand why some people aren't engaging with more. It's just because of that reason. So there we go. Have a wonderful day. I hope this has been helpful. Drop below which was the favorite point. There's 4 points now, 1 to 4. See you soon. Bye.